Well, hello everybody. It's everybody of one. Hello, Colnaz. Very, very late start to the evening. I do apologize, but everything I tried to do to stream said no very vehemently in my face. Rick Dog, what's up? Hello everybody. Hey, back to the game room. What's up? So yes, the phones were both dead. The laptop doesn't want to stream. YouTube seems to want to make me download other capturing software to be able to stream through YouTube. I thought you could just go to the website and put on a webcam, but apparently that's not the case. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Hello, everyone. I'm just going to take a moment to get a few things set up. Oh my goodness, this... Hey, Colnats, how's it going, buddy? So, hello, Retro Robbie, what's up, buddy? Long time no see. Oh my goodness. So, this discussion is going to require at least a little bit of something to drink, and I figured that the Attack of the Cherry Stout was probably a fairly solid choice, considering it's got the giant attack robot on the front. And, of course, an appropriate mug for a spectacular beer is always needed. So, you know, may as well do this properly. Alright. So, got my beer. Of course, you can't have a beer without a chaser, so... a bit of Jameson's in there as well. Yeah, it's a stout, dear. It's a stout. Alright, so now let's go for a bit of a wander, shall we? We are now heading into the deep, dark inner sanctum sanctorium. That's my cat, who's not allowed in, are you? No, you're not. Into the basement we go. That's my doorman. He makes sure nobody gets in, don't you? Good job, buddy. Thank you. So, I see you've got a few more people watching now. So, you'll have to excuse this place. It is a bit of a horrendous mess. Studio Ghibli Nintendo. Hey, how you doing, buddy? So, this place is a complete wreck right now. It's in between several things. But, I just wanted to share, because the basement has undergone a few changes. The biggest of which is this. My new shelf. That has just a few new figures and bits and pieces on it. So, yeah, there it is. I've got my muscle figures now up here as well. And, of course, all my other stuff that's been here forever. The one still awaiting the frame is down here, which is, of course, my one-of-one print of the Mega Man 2 cover art that was the test print. And, of course, the top two shelves up there that are also all random Mega Man goods, goodies, stuff, bits, things, pieces, figures, boxes, comics, art books, CDs, soundtracks, and stupidity. So, and here we are. Now, of course, the big news for today. Capcom celebrated Mega Man's 30th anniversary, and happy birthday, Mega Man. Hello, Mr. Lino. And Dustin, hello, sir. So, let's do a little bit of a play-by-play quickly here. Watching the stream, saw the pre-show, saw all the lovely gaming things going on there. They had their little talk show there. Hey, Eddie. So they did the talk show thing, they did the board games, not board games, they're like the sort of the games for points and things. which is kind of neat, kind of fun. Waiting for the actual start. The stream started, and we had the new producer for MegaMan come on, wish MegaMan a happy 30th, and announce that there was going to be a MegaMan X collection being released. Now, I'm still up in the air as to whether they were basically just saying that the X series are going to be released on those platforms, or if it's going to be an actual collection. I'm not 100% on that. Now, I kind of got the impression that they're basically going to do like they did with 1 to 6 on the eShop on Nintendo. You're going to be able to download them, but probably as individual titles. Not 100% sure on where that's going, but that's not the big news. That is not the big news. The big news is that then they proceeded to show a nice little retrospective of the Mega Man series, which was quite spectacular. And it ended with a teaser for Mega Man 11. Now, I was driving. I don't know if you've seen Happy Console Gamer did a video today and put it up. He had me on the phone, and he was holding the phone up to the microphone so you could hear me. But I was driving for work. I was in my work van driving while the stream was going on. So I had my phone like this, set down while I was driving so I could listen to the stream. Oh my goodness, Ravenous Spectre, you have no idea. So that I could sort of glance at the screen and listen and everything, right? So I'm listening, and I'm sort of glancing and reading the subtitles as best I can while driving, because, you know, crazy. And I saw the whole, oh, well, here's the X series and this and that. And then while I'm watching this Mega Man retrospective, I thought it was nice. And the screen exploded into what I can only describe as mind-blowingly beautiful rendered gameplay, looking at least, of what's going to be Mega Man 11. Now, the design to me, as opposed to the art they showed, that design looked very much like the Smash Brothers rendering of Mega Man. So, a little more detail, sort of some nuts and bolts here and there showing on the Buster and a few other things. But overall, it looked, oh god, it looked so good. It looked so pretty. It was everything that we expected Mighty Number 9 to be. From the art style, the art quality, the animation quality, the render style, the smoothness of the graphics, the quality of the art, the quality of the graphics. It's what I pictured Mighty Number 9 being from those first 2 screenshots that they showed when they kickstarted it. And I am just blown away. I couldn't believe it. I almost swerved into a ditch, I'm not going to lie. Like, I almost went off the damn road because I was watching it because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And I love the fact that we've only had the tease of the one power from the one boss, and what it makes Mega Man look like, which is spectacular because I want lots of good fun surprises. But it looks like, it looks like what I wanted a next generation Mega Man to be. It's new enough while staying old enough. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but it's got enough of that new with the rendered style, but enough of the old with the look and the charm and the feel that I'm so excited. I'm mind-blowingly excited about this. Like, it looked like it had a good flow to the gameplay already. They've got the enemy art in place. The little guys in those little, like, one-wheel bikes that they were inside the middle of looked really cool. I loved seeing the Pickaxe Man from Mega Man 1 back, driving that forklift. Or, sorry, the backhoe with the big shovel on it. That was awesome! So stoked for that. The fact that they've got the slide and the jump back, the slide and the charge shot back in makes me very, very happy as well. So, pardon me, we're going with like Mega Man 4 and up gameplay. And it's where I want to see the future of this series going. It's classic enough with a new flavor, and I really, when Mighty Number 9 was announced and Inafune left Capcom and they scrapped all the Mega Man projects, my biggest concern was that Inafune had been the magic that was going to make this happen. And that without him, they would be lost trying to make a Mega Man game. Now, that being said, I also had amazingly high hopes for Mighty Number 9 and believed in him and believed that he would deliver us the game that we wanted. and he didn't. As a matter of fact, he, as far as I'm concerned, he straight up lied to us about that whole product. Mighty Number 9 was, to me, a complete scam artist job. He basically, as far as I can tell, he took the $3 million from us, and he made Recore. And then, because he was backed up against a wall and was supposed to give us something, he kind of shat out something fast to give to us to shut us up and get us off his back. Note that the DS and PSP versions still aren't out, and they never will be. So, I lost all my faith in Keiji Inafune at that point. I really lost belief that he had been the magic Capcom had. I mean, did Capcom make a lot of shitty business decisions around the time Inafune left? Yes. Yes, they did. Did they lose a lot of their top-tier talent? Yes. But what I think was the scariest for me was the fact that when Mighty Number 9 came out, I thought that was it. I thought it was over. I figured this is, you know... And then Capcom brought out merch, but no games. 25th anniversary breezed by without even a popcorn fart, outside of stealing someone else's game and releasing it. I did not have high hopes for the 30th. I really did not have high hopes. But when everything went down with Mighty Number 9, my boycott of Capcom ended. I openly stated that too. After seeing what Inafune had done, my boycott of Capcom ended, and I really just kind of left it open. There haven't really been that many games I was excited about. Resident Evil 7 was fucking amazing, and I bought that. So the boycott was over before that happened. What strikes me is Inafune still had a team that worked with him. He was the producer. He was the top level decision maker, but for the last ton of Mega Man games, he wasn't hands-on as much. There's a team of guys who were, and they're the guys making this. They're the guys that are making 11. So I'm starting to believe that magic stayed at Capcom. This video, if nothing else, showed me that there is a chance, at least, that magic stayed at Capcom. This video has me so excited I can't even begin to explain it. Like, I am excited about Mega Man for the first time in over a decade. I am genuinely, like, heart-pumpingly excited about this. You know, I mean, I never thought we'd see the day again. I never thought I'd see the day again where I'd be like, there's a new Mega Man game coming out and I can't wait to get my hands on it. But it's happening. It's happening now, again in my lifetime. So it goes to show you never know. It's never truly over if there's still a chance. We believed. Well, no, we didn't believe. We loved enough. For $10,000, I would spend $10,000 if it would get me on a plane to go over to Japan and slap Inafune in the face in person. That's even explaining the connotation behind Mega Man defeating his family. What? I'm sorry, I need that. For all the years I've played Mega Man, that segment explaining the connotation behind Mega Man defeating his family? You lost me there, Taco Waffle. I'm not sure what you were talking about. But anyway. Yes, Colnads. Yes, I'm glad that they are finally making 11 as well. I'm glad that finally came true. Okay, so the Robot Masters from the first Mega Man were technically his family. They were developed, built, created, made the same time frame as Rock was. So basically, yes, for that case, yes, in the first Mega Man, he was basically defeating his family, in quotes. After that, it was not. I mean, Wily created everything else entirely on his own. The first round were ones that Wily and Light co-created that Wily reprogrammed, and the only reason he didn't take Mega was because he didn't believe there was any use. The idea of 11 bridging the story gap between the classic and X series, I don't think so. It would be nice, but I don't think so. I have my own theories as to what happens there. I know everyone has their theories. My personal belief is that eventually, they say in this movie that MegaMan isn't trying to kill bad guys, but reluctantly beating them because it needs to be done. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's always been the case. MegaMan... Rock stepped up to become MegaMan. Never saw MegaMan as a reluctant hero before. I learned to love the guy even more today. Also knew only the first robot masters were his fam. Yeah. Only the first were. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to have to fight. He's fighting because it's what he knows is the right thing to do and because he knows he's the only one that can do it. If there was any other way, he'd take it. But he can't. And he knows that. So he does it. And he sacrifices his innocence and his... He makes that sacrifice, the emotional damage it does to him, and the things he has to face. He sacrifices that for us so that he can do the right thing. That's what MegaMan has always been about, was that he is making the grand sacrifice because he's the only one that can, and because that sense of justice burns in him so deeply that he has to do it. Now, for me, what I believe happens between Classic and X series, RobMan headcanon, not authorized by Capcom. I believe that eventually MegaMan 9, sorry, yes, those were also Dr. Light robots, but they were scheduled for destruction, which never made sense to me. Because the original Robot Masters are still around, why would they schedule those for destruction? Seemed like a bit of a hacky story plot twist. Anyway, MegaMan Classic Series ends, in my opinion, with MegaMan finally realizing he has no choice but to kill Dr. Wily. In my mind, that's always how it went. He kills Dr. Wily, and as soon as he does so, having taken a human life, he insists that he has to be shut down. And that's why X is built. Because MegaMan couldn't handle the fact that he took a life. No matter how necessary it was to stop all of the destruction and all of the things that Wily did, he still... It fucked him up mentally. And he had to be shut down. And that's why X was created. And in my mind also, Wily knew his time was coming, and that's why he created Zero and put the Sigma virus in there. To me, the Robo-Enza virus was basically the precursor to the Sigma virus that he implants in Zero. And knowing that Light was making Mega Man X, he made Zero to be the X Destroyer, and left that virus implanted inside him, making that his Hail Mary. What he didn't expect was that Zero would survive and switch sides, and that the virus would be passed on to a Maverick Hunter that wasn't Mega Man. And that's where the twist comes in, and something to do with that virus getting into Sigma is what made those two fuse and twist together. So, the bridge to me... No, in my headcanon it has nothing to do with the evil energy for Mega Man 8. That is its own thing. Duo is off dealing with that. That's why he left at the end of 8, was because he took off to deal with that. And he's never been back since. So, Duo and the evil energy are their own thing, which, God forbid, maybe there'll be a spin-off series someday. Wouldn't that be awesome? But, no, the Sigma virus comes from Wily. It's his last-ditch Robo-Enza upgrade. So, I believe that that's where that turning point happens. And so, I don't think they'll ever make that game, though. I don't think we'll ever see a game where they actually allow Mega Man to kill Wily. They'll leave that to us to fill in that blank. In the meantime, we will continue to see, I think, Classic Series games. This, to me, also bodes very well for the future of the Mega Man franchise as a whole. Well, you gotta remember, Cutie Bear, he was in charge of the Maverick Hunters. In the very first Mega Man X, Zero was the head of the Maverick Hunters, and Mega Man was sort of the weak sidekick. That's why when Vile kicked your ass, Zero stepped in and backed you up. You eventually got stronger than Zero, but he was originally the head of the Maverick Hunters, and you were just an irregular hunter. So don't make that mistake. Zero was the head of the group for the first game, at least. Besides Mega Man 2, what is my favorite Mega Man game? That's going to have to be X, I think, after 2. I mean, 1 would be close as well, but X was the other one that made the biggest impact on me after 2. With the wall slides and jumps, and the charge shots they had. The fact that you could get the Street Fighter Fireball in it was friggin' amazing. I loved the Dr. Light capsules. What did I think of the trailer? Sufamidan? Blown away. Blown away. There were tears in my eyes after the first time I watched it. It was just unbelievable. I really think that... Oh, X4... Yeah, X4 is probably my favorite of the X series. So it's weird for me to say that X is my second favorite game. But for making an impact, but X4 is my favorite of the X series. Because you got to play as Zero, because of the storyline, because of the grand sacrifice at the end. It really meant a lot to me. Out of all the X games, which one is the weakest? X7, as far as I can tell. Robert Lino, the tripod. I haven't really tried it out yet, but I will soon. What other series would you like to see more love, Mega Man or not? I'd like to see Castlevania get a bit more love. I really would. And Silent Hill. So, have you played any of the fan games? No, I have not yet. The cartoon was fun. I loved the Ruby Spears cartoon. It had absolutely fuck all to do with the actual storyline of the games, in my opinion, but I still loved it. What do I think of Blaster Master Zero? It's fucking amazing. It is the perfect blend of old and new for that game. It's enough like the original Blaster Master that you get the old school feel, and is new enough that it gives you a new experience. Silent Hill Genesis TV movie. Yeah, we're just not going to talk about that. We're just not. Are you worried that Igarashi will pull an Inafune? No. And Cutie Bear? Cutie Bear is killing it with the questions right now. Good question. Let me tell you why not. Because Igarashi has been absolutely 100% transparent about everything that's going on. When he shows footage of the game, he shows footage of the fucking game. When he shows videos, he shows videos. He actually has the footage on the screen. It's not a shot from, like, you know, way over here and it's on that screen in the background, kind of. He actually shows you. He let people download the demo from E3 a bunch of years ago. Like, he's been 100% open about what's going on and showing you everything all along the way. Igarashi is doing what Inafune promised to do. And he is really keeping everyone in the loop. He's being realistic about his timelines. When there's a delay, he tells you before it gets close to the deadline and he has to drag it out and try and make excuses. I think he's doing it absolutely 100% perfect. So, no, I don't think we're going to see a repeat of that little issue. Which Mega Man game would you recommend a newcomer to start on? 1. Start with 1. Always start at the beginning, man. Only place to start. Am I still a Inafune fan or not? What would I say to him if I met him? I'd probably tell him I loved the work he did on the Mega Man series and leave it at that. I'm not a fan of his anymore. Do you think we'll ever learn of what happened to Mega Man during the X years? I think that after... Well, I mean, they kind of cover that at the start of the Zero series. How do you feel towards Inafune? I've already covered that one. Good way. It's a good way to experience Mega Man was in the beginning without having to play the first one. Mega Man 1 is painful. Oh, it is painful to play, but you have to experience that pain. That's how you get into the series. Yeah, well, Shigeru Miyamoto wasn't really right on that Mori 1993 because Mighty Number 9 was delayed 3 times and is still a steaming dog turd. They need to get this man an early review copy. I would love to have that. Jesus Christ. What are my thoughts on the Legends series? Pure blissful love in an almost sexual nature. I love the Legends series like no other. It is absolutely near and dear to my heart. And their cancellation of Legends 3 was what threw me into my boycott tailspin of anger and outrage. We all thought we'd never see another Mega Man. What do you think made Capcom finally make another one? I think what happened is this, and you know what? So folks, chat, I'm going to have to try and catch up with you because I'm going to take a minute on this one. I really am going to get into this because that is an excellent question. Rick Dog SLC. Why did they make another one? They saw what happened. They waited for a reason. They waited until Mighty Number 9 came out. They wanted to see what would happen with that because that was supposed to be Inafune's great big fuck you to Capcom. And so they were nervous. They were scared to death. They figured they were fucked. And then he shit the bed. And I mean, he shit the bed. Like, in the most spectacular way possible with that game. He promised the moon and stars, and what he delivered us was a bowl of Lucky Charms. It was absolutely not the same thing at all. So, when they saw that, they said, okay, that is a point in our favor. Then they saw how much we were still begging for, screaming for, yelling for another Mega Man. And they saw how pissed off we were 5 years ago when the 25th went by without even a whiffle of a thought. Like, they really backhanded Mega Man on that one. They bitch slapped his sorry ass. So they realized that, one, Mega Man is still a very hot property. Two, his fans are some of the most dedicated in the world, and what? Yes, we are. And three, that they still had the team and the talent to make one. That's what happened in my mind. They basically said, we've still got the team, and now that we know that the magic wasn't with that asshole, because he's gone and he fucked up his own spiritual successor, they're making one right. They're doing it right, and I think they are really going to take their time with this, and they're going to be really fucking careful with how they do this. I do think the failure of Mighty Number 9 actually saved the Mega Man series. Yes, I do, actually. What do I think of the character model in 11? I think it's great. I think it's time Mega Man grew up a little bit. He looks more like a teenager than a child in this one, and I like that. How do you feel about Capcom constantly recycling older titles into legacy collections? I think you'll find that 90% of that was just trying to keep the doors open to make some goddamn money. That and the fact that Mega Man collecting is so expensive, it's ridiculous. They are trying to get those games into the hands of as many people as possible. I think they were testing the waters to see if they could still make money selling Mega Man stuff. But I think with that being said, the biggest bit of news and info they got was when we kept screaming at them that we're sick and tired of rehashes and we want something new. Would I like to see a collector's edition for 11? Fuck yes! Yes, I would. Of course I would. And I don't care how retarded, ridiculous, over-the-top, stupid, omega gigantic it is, or how much it costs, I'm getting it. It's going to happen. And I'm probably getting 3 of them. So I'll get every console version they got. I'll get it for Switch, I'll get it for Xbox One, and I'll get it for PS4. That's how it's going to be. What would it take for me to forgive Inafune? It won't happen at this point. Won't happen. He has nothing left for me. There's nothing that man can do for me anymore. I'm hoping for some more interesting Robot Masters. They're going to be interesting. Don't you worry. They've still got 2 years to work on this bugger. Mega Man Legacy Collections 1 or 2 are coming to Switch. Now, folks, let's just know Modi 1993 brings up a very interesting point that I think I need to make here. Yes, they're coming to Switch, but what did they say? With Amiibo compatibility. What does that tell you? Because it tells me they're going to start releasing Mega Man Amiibos. More than just the one that we've got. My wallet is going to fucking hate me. Because Nintendo's going to start cranking out Mega Man Robot Master fucking Amiibos. And that shelf up there is going to fall down from the weight of all the extra shit that I'm going to have to buy. So I'm screwed! It's off topic, but I'm curious. Do I like Bomberman? I love Bomberman, dude. I have Sega Saturn Bomberman and the multi-tap that's shaped like his face. I adore Bomberman. Oh, and I will stream Mega Man 11. I'll be all over that one. My gut feeling is the game is getting treated with love and passion. I love how they say late 2018. They are taking their time to make a great game. What do I want the collector's edition to include? I wouldn't mind another statue with the new design. That'd be pretty badass. I'd like to see a statue with the new design. Maybe a Mega Man themed controller would be pretty badass. If they have an ice robot and a fire robot and an electric robot, I'm gonna bloody well lose my mind. So am I, but in a good way, because you never fuck with a classic. You'll never make the mistake of fucking with a classic. That's why it's a classic. So, how do I feel about Legends 2? Mega Man being voiced by Susan Roman, the voice of Sailor Jupiter. Was not aware that was the case, but fucking awesome because I love Sailor Moon. And I am not ashamed to admit that. I watched every goddamn episode of that. I taped them all. I watched them religiously. I got a hold of the Japanese ones and watched them too. What do you think of alternate skins for Mega Man to look like all the old box art styles? I'd definitely go with that. That'd be awesome. What if in a strange sense of irony Inafune had a hand in Eleven's development? He doesn't. And thank God for that. Voltar, I love you. But please, keep your Inafune the fuck out of my Mega Man. I think while the whole Toys to Life or figure-loaded content thing has been dying down. Yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, Mori 1993. I want to get Bomberman R at some point because apparently you can be Pyramid Head. Betting you'll put 2 copies of each amiibo just so you can keep one in box. No. Do you sometimes wish Nintendo could approach Capcom? I did for a long time, Sufamidan, but not now. Do you have Super Bomberman R? I don't, but I want it real bad. 8 players online or local. We need a gif of that face. Which face? You never fuck with a classic. Oh god, I'm way behind in the chat. Here we go. Did you think my Twitter video was... Yeah, it was good, man. I thought that was great. Maria and I literally finished Sailor Moon a couple hours ago. Meow! Good job, buddy. In the name of the moon, I will punish you. Fuck yeah, Sailor Moon. No. Sailor Moon and Mega Man, no. That's Mega Man and Samus are the perfect marriage. I would hate for Mega Man to be owned by a first party. Yeah, exactly. Quick thoughts on Breath of the Wild. Oh, dude. I can't say better than Link to the Past or worse than Link to the Past. Entirely different beasts. Breath of the Wild was the most refreshing and original Zelda game I have played in a long fucking time. Like, it finally broke that, hey, let's just keep doing Ocarina of Time over and over and over and over and over and over and over with different skins mold. And it was amazing. What do I think of Mega Man changing more than just the colors? I think that's fucking great. Again, Mega Man needed to grow and evolve. It was time. I mean, right there, that is testament enough to how much of the same Mega Man we've had. Okay? We've had lots of the same Mega Man. We've had lots of the same Mega Man. 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 It's time he grew up, and I'm glad he's doing it. Yes, there will be a Christmas special this year. Will I buy Red Ash? I'd rather scrub my nuts off with a cheese grater. Inafune ruined his legacy and relationship with the fans. Yeah, pretty much he did. Am I a fan of Advance Wars? Never played it. Not really into strategy games. I'm not a strategy guy. I'm a make things blow up guy. Just want to say have always been a massive Mega Man fan, and I love that you're like a million times more passionate. Well, thank you, Jeggy. Mega Man's always been my boy. I've always been in love with him. That's why he's right here and always always will be. Imagine how great a Nintendo-made Mega Man would be, though. No, Sufamidan. No, I don't think so. You've got the Smash-colored glasses on. Because he was awesome in Smash does not mean Nintendo knows how to make a Mega Man game. How would I feel if they released Mega Man X9 as a 3DS game? I haven't played I played a bit of X7, didn't like it. I'd rather it not be a 3DS game. Mega Man should be on consoles. Otherwise, we're going to end up seeing Mega Man go the way of all the turn-based JRPGs, which is to say gone. Unless they're on handhelds, and I don't want that. Do you think if they actually worked on it and polished it, that the gameplay style in Mega Man X7 could have worked? I haven't played it enough to say. I got to a Tornado Tunyon, and the fact that unless you saved everybody and did a speed run, you couldn't get the good ending and decided to tell it to fuck off. Hey Tom, what's up, bro? How come you're not in any more Happy Console Gamer videos? Oh, we're best friends. We were hanging out the other day. I was in the video today on the phone. You guys need to understand that our schedules are so ridiculously busy. I mean, John is filming all the time between Film Fury and Happy Console Gamer. He's making episodes constantly and getting content out there. And I'm so busy with my job, I almost never see him. I see him once every 3 or 4 months at best. And we want to actually hang out. So I know we haven't done episodes in a while. We're trying to work on that. And, okay, I'm just going to take a quick offside for a half a second and say this. If you guys want to see more of me on Happy Console Gamer, as retarded and weird as this is going to sound, support his Patreon. Because right now, if he's made this point to me, and I thought it was very true, I need to be working. And if I'm not making money, I can't support my family. If he can afford to pay me to be on the show, I will have more free time for him on the show to do that. But, I mean, I need to work to feed my family, and I'm working, 10, 12-hour days every day because I'm the only income in my house. Tamara gets to stay home with the kids, which is great, but it's tight, man. We eat a lot of craft dinner, and we don't get to do a whole lot. So, I mean, if you want more of me on Happy Console Gamer, let him know. And if you support his Patreon and he can afford to, because he's barely making ends meet himself. Don't get the idea that he's some big fancy YouTuber that's all rich and shit. Not at all. If he could afford for me to be on the show with him, he's told me that would be his dream, would be for both of us to do the show full time. But we all know that's not going to happen. But I just wanted to toss that out there. So we are still best friends. We love each other. And I will be on the Christmas special. I'm on as often as I can be, but it's not going to happen a lot, I need to take care of my family. So like I said, I mean, if his Patreon ever gets to where he can support both of us on the show, I'll be on the show full time. But until then, man's got to work because money don't make itself. So enough of that. Mega Man 11 has me just fucking giddy like an idiot. And yes, the Christmas special will be awesome. Well, I don't know about a Legacy 3 because I'd have to release another 5 or 6 Mega Man games to make another Legacy collection. Oh man, that press kit. The press kit is the one that press kit that I got from when I was talking on the video is on the shelf up here behind me in my Mega Man NES box lineup. As opposed to that press kit that I got with my prize for being the ultimate Mega Man fan. So, do I think Proto Man and Bass will be in Mega Man 11? Oh, I think it'll be very difficult to keep them out of it. I mean, come on, it's classic series. Of course they got to be there. What about Devil May Cry 5 rumors? Devil May Cry 5, they've openly stated, last I heard was that they openly stated that it's going back to classic Dante with the white hair. And that it will be 5. Not a follow-up to that other DMC foolishness that came out. Playable? It'd be cool if they were playable, but I'm not going to bank on it. Do you think Capcom's going to make more Mega Man games now? Oh, hell yeah, I do. I think that this is the thin edge of the wedge, my friends. I think that basically this is them dipping the toe in the water after Inafune left because they were afraid to make one without him. But they're starting to see that not only can they make one without him, they can make a really fucking good one without him. And I think that once they get this one done, if it comes out the way we all expect it to, Mega Man's back. I mean, his ass is the fuck back. I mean, it may have taken more than 3 days, but he has risen and our Lord and Savior has returned. And he will show us to the promised land. Nintendo suggested they had something to reveal at the American Awards based on their tweet. Well, yes, and also there is another another stream that's going to be happening in Japan on the 13th, and there may be more news there. So be ready! Do you think they will revive all the canceled games? No. Universe is gone. Mario Maker basically stole that thunder, because it was Mario Maker before Mario Maker, and if they'd been smart, they would have made it, but they didn't. And I don't think it'll come back now. I think what was being worked on by Inafune is basically being treated as radioactive waste and will not be touched again. Which is sad because I really wish Legends 3 would come back. And I think at this point, okay, and this is very important, if we continue to show our support for Mega Man, and if we continue to tell them we want a Legends 3, now I think they're ready to listen. They weren't ready for the longest time. Now I think they're ready. So honestly, they've been around forever, and I've been sort of in and out, and I've always kept an eye on them. 100,000 strong to bring back MegaMan Legends 3, also known as Get Me Off the Moon. If you go to facebook.com/getmeoffthemoon, that is the driving force to get Legends 3. Put your support behind that. Put your voice in with theirs. Tell Capcom you want it back. And I think that now that Mega Man is making his comeback, now is the time to make that noise. Because when Mega Man comes back big next year, around Christmas time, that's going to be when they realize that they can do Mega Man without Inafune. And that's going to be when we can start getting our games back. So I don't think X9 is an impossibility. I don't think that Legends 3 is an impossibility. Universe, probably not. Did you see that Japan is bringing back the Mega Mission cards? Oh, they're doing a contest for an X armor design, are they? Well then, yeah. Off topic, what's my thoughts on Mario Odyssey? I have not had that much fun with a Mario game since 64. It is my favorite game since 64. Sunshine was okay. New Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario 3D Land were alright. Odyssey is where it's at. I haven't played Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Not sure if I'm going to. Ultimate Fighter 343. Keep drinking until you forget about it again, man. Get that out of your head. That thing was horrible. I don't think Odyssey needs DLC. Games don't always need DLC anymore, folks. We used to be very happy with the games we got when they were cartridges. I'm just happy to be playing games again. Mario Galaxy was meh. It was good, but not like Odyssey good. Hey, Charlie from Netherlands. Yeah, man, what's up? How you doing? Holy crap. Are my comic book reader... And have I read the Spider-Gwen series? I haven't read Spider-Gwen, Cutie Bear, but I am a comic book fan, and I want Spider-Ham to come back. Peter Porker. Us Brits got screwed in the Mario cereal. Did Canada get it? We haven't got it yet, but if I get it, I'll grab you somebody. You gotta borrow MVC Infinite. Yeah, I'll try it out. Pardon me. Yeah, but I mean, Nathan, yeah, getting the good ending means I've got to get 64 of them, but, you still have to try and get, S rankings on every stage, don't you? And also, X7, there's an onion. It's a fucking onion. You don't come back from an onion. I mean, bosses that are animals is one thing. An onion, come on, it's an onion. We don't need microtransactions or DLC. Yeah, exactly. Just the game. Plan to get Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for Switch. I haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles 1. I've got it, but I haven't played it. I'm an ass. Would you buy Mega Man console packed in with all the games? If they made a Mega Man themed anything, I'm buying it. If they made a Mega Man themed Switch, I'd have 3 Switches in my house, because I already got 2. If they made a Mega Man themed 3DS, yes, I'd buy it. If they made a Mega Man themed PS4, I'd be all over that like a fat kid on a Smartie. I'm gonna have it. I'd have to have it. Would you like a line of Mega Man Amiibo? They're making a line of Mega Man Amiibo. Tom, that's why they said that Mega Man Legacy Collection is going to be Amiibo compatible for the Switch. They're putting out Amiibos. That was the subtle hint that they didn't say, but has to happen. Now that Capcom has the Marvel license, they should re-release MVC 2. Do you like Mega Man X Command Mission? I've never played it. That's my dirty little secret. I have never played Command Mission. X5 and X6 are ass too. I enjoyed them, but I think the story could have ended at 4 and been beautifully perfect. Would you be all in for a Mega Man X Command Mission 2? I've never played the first, so I can't say. As far as I remember, on X7, you can get, you just get an ending based on which character beats Sigma? Huh. What? Peel the onion, Rob. It's dumb as hell, admittedly. X7 is boring. X8 is good. You're gonna make me play through X7, aren't you? Well, if I can find a way to get one of my systems modded up so I can play it through HDMI, I'll stream it when I play it. And we'll Mystery Science Theater the fuck out of it while we go. Yeah, I'm not going to play X8 till I finished X7. My copy of X8 is still in its shrink wrap. And I'm not lying. I bought it brand new and it's still factory sealed because I refused to open it until I beat X7. Ah, 2018 is going to be good. No, the new cartoon looks terrible. I never liked Network Transmission, nor did I like the the Mega Man Battle Network series. I don't know how much X8 is to buy sealed. I don't know. Okay, once again, I'm going to put this out there as I do regularly on my streams. I don't know game values, and I don't care. I buy what I like, and then I never get rid of it. That's the only reason I have as much shit as I do. I mean, this... That's all games. And all of those games, because I just never got rid of shit. I just always held on to it. Ooh, pardon me. Next game stream. I don't know. Actually, if Voltar is still here, Voltar, are you still watching? Do I still have you in the chat stream? Destiny 2 codes for me. Sweet Jesus. Do you think Nintendo will amend the Switch design? Oh, dude, no, I love it the way it is, man. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, Ritus brother, Ritus boss. I'm drinking, well, that's got Jameson's in it, and that has a cherry stout in it. Oh. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Please pick up Command Mission. It's actually amazing and an excellent story. Oh, I have... 127 in Maple Bucks. I have Command Mission. No, okay, look. Come here. Come with me. So starting at this end. Okay, so that's all of the PS1 versions of 1 through 6. That's Super Adventure Rockman. That's Rockman Battle and Chase. That up there's the Super CD version. There's Mega Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rockman and Forte Mega Man Base 9, 10. Mega Man Unlimited, Mega Man Soccer Rock Board. There's Rockman Mega World, Mega Man The Wily Wars, Mega Man Powered Up, Anniversary Collections, Legacy Collections, Mega Man XX2, X3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shrink wrapped 8. Mega Man X Collection, Mega Man X Command Mission, another Mega Man X Collection, Powered Up, Mega Man X2, figures galore, Mega Man Legends and Legends 2. That's the Japanese version of Misadventures of Tron Bonne and the North American version, the PSP versions. Mega Man 64. There's the Zero games, including an import of the first Zero. There's Mega Man Battle Network Transmission. There's all the comics. Not all the Archie ones, though. A bunch of them are upstairs. All the art books. The Ruby Spears cartoon. All the manga and a bunch of soundtrack CDs. Robot Master Field Guide is up there. And this is the mini helmets. E-tanks from Japan and North America. A large format Zero, Mega Proto, Mega Man Zero, Sigma, the custom painted NES, the Mega Man Battle and Chase car, Servbot hat, and Vidium hooked me up with the Wily playset. So, you know, yeah, man. That's the anniversary collection poster. That is a foam Mega Buster that's signed by Akiko Ito, who is the producer of Mega Man Universe. And there is the production poster that was signed by her as well. That's Fabrizio Fabro, also known as Heat Man. Made that for me. It's fucking awesome. Now, here you go. This one right here. That is signed by Keiji Inafune. So there you go. He's seen the RobMan logo. Of course, the Rockin' Mega Man 9 poster. Gone but never forgotten. My Mega Man Legends standee, which was from the Christmas special many years ago. Oh, this is kind of fun. Hang on. Where's the plug? Alright, kids, hang on. Yeah, John, please don't use that word on my comments on my stream. I really don't like it. I find it offensive. Please don't, okay? Just, please. No, not the F word, John. The other one. I'm sure you know what it is. Please don't, okay? I'm asking nicely, please. You know, I try to kind of, you know, make this a fun place. Please don't do that. Anyway, this is my Mega Man The Power Battle arcade game. It's a converted Street Fighter 2 cab. But yeah, so I've got it set up to be my Mega Man The Power Battle. I'd love to get my hands on the Mega Man Power Fighters, the CPS2, but I'd want to get it Phoenixed, because the suicide battery was always a problem, and it would just die at some point. But yeah, I love this. I'm so glad I have this as part of my collection. It's a beauty. And then, of course, oh yeah. So I showed you guys earlier my mint on card Jazzwares figures. Now these are the reprints. These are not the original run, because they don't have the extra part that was supposed to help build the Charge Buster Mega Man figure. There's the Proto Man Zero X. Pretty sure she's from Command Mission. The muscle figures, and one of the Hot Wheels vehicles. Oh yeah, the painting my wife did for me from Blaster Master. Now, the only D arts that I've got, Tom, is the Sigma over there. That's my only D arts right now, and that was actually a gift from a very good friend through Facebook, who got shipped one with a creased box, which is that one, and they sent him another one on Amazon and didn't want that back, so he sent it to me. Yes, I did, Mr. Millennial's point of view. I did. Oh, it's an old story. The pop figures, I'm missing two. I need the Thunderbeam one, and I need the gold-colored one. Both of the medium-sized helmets, both of the speakers, and then the red and white and the blue one there. No, what do you mean I'm missing four, Nintendo Freak? No, I'm not. Alright, see you, John. I don't think I'm missing four. As far as I know, there's only the, Oh, no. I'm not collecting the 8-bit ones, Nintendo Freak. No. They are a completely different thing, and I've had enough of this. After I get the... Oh! Ryan King? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, I'm not getting the 8-bit ones. That's enough. But I do want the gold and the Thunderbeam to finish it up. If someone decided to just throw the 8-bit ones at me, I wouldn't complain. But honestly, I just really want the gold and the Thunderbeam to finish up the classic pop series. There's my Proto Man goodies. My amiibos. I do have both of the Pixel Pals now. Yay! There's 4 of the Dorbs. Or no, 3 of the Dorbs. The 2 Mighty Mugs. There's a Mega Man X pop? Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right. Because there was the X versus Rocket Raccoon, I think. And then there was the Sigma versus somebody. And there's 2 different ones of that. Let's get too much! And there's a bunch of the tiny minifigs and the Kid Robot ones. The statue that came with the Legacy Collection Special Edition. And the rest of the stuff is upstairs in my bedroom. Oh, the t-shirt, of course, the infamous t-shirt. And my towel. And the rest is upstairs in my room. Oh, and for those that are really, really, really into it, there's the Buster from future RobMan from Happy Console Gamer the movie. There you go. Good stuff. Oh, I will be making new vids at some point. Indeedly doodly diddly. Ah, it's a good stout. Sephiroth. We have the plot outline for Happy Console Gamer Movie 2 and 3. They'll never be made, but we do have the storylines worked out. God forbid someday we should end up a RobMan or MegaMan. What do you mean? Well, that's not X's arm. That's classic MegaMan's arm. 5 days a week, thankfully. I don't end up having to work a lot of weekends. Thank the Lord. Why won't those movies be made? No one has the time or the money. I would love to see Hanzo make a manga based on it, but I can't afford that either. I'll give you the briefest, super sketchy brief outline. The second one was going to be called Millennium Rising, and that was going to be where John, having created the glasses that let him play the Relic system game, actually survives it and is able to review it and becomes the first YouTuber to get 1 billion subscribers and ends up making so much money that he buys YouTube and then insists that people only review horrible games and say negative things. I, on the other hand, lead a resistance group to try and fight against this and to keep gaming fun and happy, and that's what ends up getting me locked away in prison, which is why the future RobMan outfit is a prison uniform. That's the second movie. The third movie was going to be called The End of the Millennium, and it was going to be basically about me breaking out of prison, breaking Giannis out of the mental hospital, reuniting him with Mr. Fufu, and getting him to help me hack into Johnny's database where he's creating the ultimate bad video game, Triple Dungeons. And it was going to culminate in a virtual battle to the death between the two of us. So there's your... No, Sephiroth, the Silent Hill movie, that was one hell of a pipe dream. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Anyway, so yeah. So, oh, what the hell, I may as well, because they're never going to get made anyway. The super secret to the end of the movie was going to be that while Johnny and I are fighting the final battle, basically the way to get rid of what's infected him from playing the game is that I would grab onto his arm and all of his clothes would go from black to white and all of it would drain into me, like when MegaMan steals someone's powers, and we were going to be fighting on the roof of a skyscraper. So I grab his arm and I'm hanging off the side of the building. I pull all of that stuff out of him and then let go and fall off the building and sacrifice myself to bring him back. That was how it was supposed to end. So there you go. So Johnny would be saved, YouTube and gaming would come back to happiness, and I'd be dead. So that's how it was supposed to end. So, yeah, anyway, worst timeline. Darkest timeline. Darkest timeline. Darkest timeline. Oh, I've got the prison uniform. I've been planning on making a MegaMan Neo suit at some point. I've got enough stuff to make another Buster and make it a different color. I've got enough of the parts to build a second one. So I do intend to make a MegaMan Neo costume at some point. Or a RobMan Neo, I should say. For this guy, not MegaMan, but the RobMan, this human being right here. And then the sequel to the sequel comes out and you are made into a robot master. Pardon me. Do you think Mega Man has a special? Well, yeah, it certainly looked like he had an overcharge attack of some sort. Cause yeah, man, that almost looked like the Super Smash move from Super Smash Brothers. That looked pretty wild. No, I've never been to Florida. I would love to have gone to Florida, but I've never been to Florida. I loved Breath of the Wild. I thought it was absolutely insane. Oh, no. The Robot Master version of me would just be called RobMan. What's your opinion on the Switch? Love it so much. No. Dead is dead in our universe. RobMan dies. So basically, we could just call it RobMan dies at the end. Any underrated Switch titles? If Blaster Master Zero hasn't got good ratings, then it's underrated. Oh, the Relics system? John Hand made that himself. Shenmue 3, thoughts? I think it's great that the Shenmue fans are finally getting the third chapter they deserve. Never played them myself. It was one of those games where there was so much to do that I froze because I was too overwhelmed and I just couldn't do it. Also because when I played it the first time, I found this drunk guy who couldn't get home, and I felt so bad that I didn't know how to help him that I couldn't play anymore because I was embarrassed and ashamed of myself. True story. What do I think of Mega Man's voice on Mega Man 11? I thought it sounded pretty badass. It sounds a little bit older, not grown up, but kind of teenager-ish. Works for me. No, he didn't actually. I don't know why he named it the Relic system. I think just because relics means like ancient devices or ancient things. So he wanted to sound like an ancient relic without it being called a relic. I want to see Silent Hill make the next comeback, Millennial's point of view. I want my Silent Hill back. Silent Hills looked amazing. Hey, Miguel! Muy bueno! With all this love to old games recently, where's the Spyro? Oh, man. I would love to act in things. I was in an anime. There's an anime out there called Kingdom. And I did a few voices in it. I was also in the English dub of a Japanese series called Hanako and Anne. And I also have done some voices for Father Sister or something like that. Another Japanese series, but they're both live series. Mega Man 11 needs to have the... No Mega Man 8 voices. Never again. No. What do you think of Mega Man's running animation? I thought it was awesome. I thought it was super sexy. Made me very happy in my man places. Can I do an Aussie accent? I can do it badly enough to offend all the Australians I know. Australian. Yeah, no, I can't do it on the spot now, but I've done an Australian accent, and usually just enough to piss off Australians. Picks or what didn't happen? Spyro is in the works, so there you go. If there was a remake of Silent Hill 1 with original everything, just new graphics, I would buy that. Yeah, that'd be badass. We could try and do a Kickstarter for a HCG movie, but it would never make any money. No, not enough people would want it. Oh, thanks. Thank you, Miguel. Gracias. Muchas gracias, mi amigo. Please forgive my horrible Spanish. That's the best I can do having grown up watching Sesame Street. Mighty Number 9 is getting a sequel? Fuck no, I hope not. If it gets a sequel, I'm going to have to try and hunt it down and murder it in the street. I was in an anime. I don't know which studio did it, but I think Funimation paid for the dub. And it's called Kingdom. Was there anything in the trailer I didn't like? Yeah, the end, because I wanted to see more. That's about the only thing about that Mega Man 11 trailer I didn't like.
That wizard came from the moon.
My wizard came from the moon. Are you going to put out some more videos with or without Johnny? Without, yes, I'm planning on doing it. With, I'm going to do my best. Am I excited for the Resident Evil 2 remake? My pants will be around my ankles, and I will have the fuck sock ready when the day comes out. Yeah. Resident Evil 2 was one of those experiences that was almost like religious in my world. John and I played the shit out of that when it launched. We were on the phone with each other at 3 in the morning almost every night, comparing notes on where each other was in the game and what we had seen. So exciting. Oh, the Grandia 18th anniversary. That was awesome. My second language isn't French. My second language is bad English. I speak English and bad English there, Tom. You should know that. What do I think those gears are? I don't know, but there was a pickup for one of them in the, like there was an actual gear in the top right in one of the screenshots. So I'm going to guess those are for the item shop, kind of like the nuts and bolts were in the earlier Mega Man games. Probably to help you buy upgrades and stuff. That would be my guess anyway. Woo! I guess we will have to wait and see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pardon me. Sorry, I'm turning into a Wookiee. I need to get some sleep. Broken Sword series fan. Haven't played them. Heard about them. Heard their point and click. Definitely. It's awesome Capcom hired some people that are making a Resident Evil 2 remake. Yes. Right? Oh, did they actually hire people that were doing a fan remake and just get them to keep going? Nice! See, that's badass. I gotta give respect to that. I wish Nintendo would bought that another Metroid 2 remake, god damn it. I really goddamn do. Yes, I liked Resident Evil 7. I didn't play the DLC packs, but I loved Resident Evil 7. Chewing tobacco? People that like it, good for them. Never gonna try it myself. I don't think people need to see me looking like this up down. I want to know how John has a gravity knife. You mean a butterfly knife? He may or may not have purchased it when we went to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, and he may or may not have told anyone he had it when he came back. That's all I'm going to say. You said Resident Evil series should die. Did RE7 change that opinion? Yes. Yes, it did, because RE5 and RE6, hell, RE4 was borderline. 5 and 6 were just an absolute slap in the nuts. Like, I'm sorry, I couldn't even finish 5. I didn't even buy 6. That was just bullshit. Because it wasn't survival horror anymore. It was shoot everything with limited resources. So, well, the only co-op I remember was 5, where the computer AI would use up all your healing items, steal all your bullets, and then get herself killed, moron. I haven't played Stick of Truth yet, no. I've heard amazing things, though. What do you think of on-rails Mega Man first-person shooter? No. Not my thing. For that, I need another Panzer Dragoon. Sega, get your ass in gear and make me another fucking Panzer Dragoon. Right after you make me another single-player Phantasy Star traditional RPG style. 5 was a great game, just not a great Resident Evil. There you go. It wasn't a Resident Evil at all. Resident Evil 7 is fucking unreal. Honestly, it was spectacular. I got 6 for $5 and it was not worth buying. Huh. I'm off to bed, East Coast. Good night, sir. I've got to head off to bed myself in a second here. I feel the same way. I also feel that way about 4 too. Do I like Persona 5? Never played it. I haven't actually fully played any Persona game. Not all the way through. Would you like to see a new Mega Man X game? Hell yeah, I would. Oh, Chris Redfield? Yeah, he looks like he's got cantaloupe shoved in his biceps. I don't know what the fuck happened to Chris Redfield in X5, or Resident Evil 5, but Jesus Christ. He looks horrible. Holy crap, I've been on here for an hour. Well, guys, girls, everybody. Yeah, I'm going to see Last Jedi. Hell yes, I am. Thank you all for coming out. Glad I could share my feelings and thoughts, impressions on MegaMan 11 with y'all. Do I skateboard? I haven't in a long time. This man's a little too fat for a skateboard now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for the questions. They were awesome. I will try to be more prevalent online. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Really, I will try to be more available and more online and more around. I'll try to start making videos. And I'll try to be on more HCG. I miss you guys. I love you. Stay in touch on Facebook. Stay in touch on Twitter. Stay in touch on here on YouTube. I will talk to you all very soon. Thank you so much again. Good night, guys.